Hope that you can hear me, not see me, because we are focusing on something very, very important. I hope that you can see this beautiful organism, right? And of course, I'm sure you can see some movements happening, right? You can see the movements that we can see on the screen. Bubbles coming out. Will not say coming out and going, but we can see the movements, right? We can see spear-shaped bodies which are there, and something is happening inside. Yes? So we talk about these organisms, right? Single cell organisms. Then of course, when we talk about the underwater organisms, right? Where of course we say is that we saw the beginning of the living organisms, and from out these organisms came on the land, and of course we saw so much evolution, we saw so much development that at the end we have become the organisms that we are today, right? We have so many characteristic features, right, that we have. And it's because of the development that had happened. So, everyone, are you ready to understand that what is life process? Tell me, everyone, are you ready? Right? Are you ready? Yes. Yes. Something happened. Something, unfortunately, this has to happen today, I don't know. After all the build-up. Okay, can we freeze the screen? Something had happened, everyone. Just give me a minute. Hello, everyone. Hello. Okay, calm. Hello, everyone. So, are you ready for the life process? Yeah, we had an amazing entry, but yeah, some technical glitch was there. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to 9th and 10th channel of BYJU'S. I'm your teacher, Ankita, and I welcome you in the very first session. I would say very first academic session. I think for all the subjects, but maybe I'll just say for biology, welcome to the first session. The chat is not moving, Ranjit sir, so if you can fix that up. Hello everyone, hello, good evening, good evening. I hope that all of you are good. Welcome to the class. Thank you so much. I'm not audible? I'm sure I'm audible, right everyone? Do tell me. I hope that all of you can see me clearly and can hear me clearly. Yay! Good evening. Good evening everyone, good evening. Welcome to the class. Welcome to the class everyone. Welcome to the first session of biology, right? It's a new academic year for the 23-24 batch. Welcome to the Shikhar batch, right? We will be moving ahead on the peak. That's our agenda this year, right? Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Yes, my name is Ankita and I will be teaching you biology. Yes, welcome. Welcome to the class. So everyone, we had an amazing introduction, right? We had an understanding that, okay, yeah, we call this living, etc., etc. But in today's class, we will be focusing on that what is life. And we'll be going and thinking about fundamentally that what is life. philosophical things. So are you ready for the session, everyone? Yes, I can see बच्चे रो रहे मैम 65 pages का chapter बन गया है. अरे कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. We will be studying it together. I want full of your attention, right? Everyone, quick thumbs up in the chat. Please make sure you hit the like button, and if you're new here, do take a moment and subscribe to the channel. We promise you that you'll get the best quality education, and of course you'll be acing your examination with us. Lots of thumbs up. Thank you so much, everyone. So let's get started, right? Now today's class will be a very short class. Many फिर आज के में मेंटी नहीं है आज. Come on, अभी तो शुरुआत करिए, right? मेंटी नहीं है आज. अभी हम पढ़ेंगे, अभी philosophical questions समझेंगे. So we'll be going into the philosophical side of it, and we will be understanding that what is life, right? And of course, why this topic is important. Because in the first few pages of the life process chapter, we had this. So let's get started, everyone. Now, if I ask you, what according to you, you will call a living, right? What you think is a living for you? What are the words that comes to your mind when I say, right? What are the words that comes to your mind? Yes, thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much. Welcome to the class. Arey, Mr. India, गायब हो गए थे वापस से. Yes, something that can move, locomotion, breathing. Okay, movement I can see. Very good. Breathing I can see. Coordination, many of you are saying. Okay, very good. Follows instruction, can breathe. Okay, very good. Respiration, life, growth. Okay, so I can see a few words which are coming, right? Growth, nutrition, respiration 2 times. Then we have reproduction, movement. So we call, right? We have an understanding that all of these, if we see in an organism, we call them as living. So let's understand first that what is a living to us. So let's look at this beautiful, beautiful GIF, everyone, right over here. See over here. So we know that the living organisms divide, right? Right? We know that cells divide, and that's how we'll be able to see the growth. I'm sure all of you will agree to this, right? We know that if we go back in time, from the evolution time, from a single cell organism, we have become a multicellular organism, right? We know that cells are there, they will be coming together and they will be forming the tissues, right? We will be seeing that there will be formation of the organ systems, right? Organs, and of course we have the organism. So, we can say that growth is a very important parameter or a very important characteristic feature of a living organism. All of you agree to this? Thank you so much, Aradhya. Thank you so much. Very good. Unicellular to multicellular. Absolutely correct, everyone. Yes, it's okay, Muskan. Welcome to the class. Just now we have started. Good, everyone. Focus on the class. Thank you so much for asking your friends. Duration of a class, half an hour. Okay. So we can say that growth, everyone, I want all of you to pay attention. We can say that growth is a very important parameter of the living organism. You agree? Yes or no? Agree? So we see the growth, right, from a seed, right? We see the seed germination. That seed will eventually grow into a plant. Yes? We all have seen. So growth is a very important characteristic feature of the living organism. We can say that a growth can be defined as an irreversible, a permanent increase in size of the organ or its part, even if an individual cell, due to synthesis of intracellular and extracellular made material. Now, I think many of you are asking, ma'am, about the cell, how the cells come. So, of course, see, eventually we know that due course of evolution we know that we saw the formation of a cell, okay? And the cell keeps, initially they were unicellular organisms, single cell. But eventually what had happened, they came together, they joined, and that's how we saw the formation of multicellular organism, right? And that's us, we are the multicellular organism. One thing which is common is that cells keeps on dividing. We know that cells keeps on dividing. We will see the growth happening, right? Now, of course, in humans, after a certain age, our height doesn't increase. You agree? Yes? Tell me, everyone. I'm sure after a certain age, right, our height doesn't increase, right? The size of our eyes stays the same. The size of our nose also stays the same, right? Size of our hands, legs stays the same, right? But inside our body, we still have the cell division. We still see the repairment, right? So, we still see a lot of cells division happening, a lot of cellular activities. Now, what we understand by that, growth is a very important characteristic features. It's irreversible. Irreversible means it cannot go back. It's not like that, okay, you know what? My height is 5.7, right? It's not that I can go back to 5.5. It's impossible. So it is a irreversible, permanent increase in the size of the organ or its part or even as the individual cell due to the synthesis of intracellular material or extracellular, right? Inside the cell, whatever material you have are outside the cell. Are we clear, everyone? Are we clear with this fact? Jaldi say, are we clear with this fact? Yes, size of a brain as well. Absolutely correct. Yes. Everyone clear? For example, if my height is this, I cannot go back to a small chotu baby size, right? Even if I want to, like, yeah, I want to become that small baby, I can't, right? Gone are those days. Synthesis. What is synthesis? Something that is getting produced. Synthesis. Reactions that are happening. So growth, right? A growth is a very important characteristics of a living organism which is irreversible. We cannot reverse it, right? It is permanent, and of course we see the increase in size of organ, right? Any part of a cell also. And maybe the internal material is increasing in the cell. Many of you are asking about the internal cellular material and external cellular material. Inside cell of the material is increasing, that is also growth. Okay? Extracellular material outside the cell, okay, between the cell, if there's increase, it is also considered as growth. Are we clear? Yes, very good. So that's one factor, everyone. That's one factor. Irreversible means we cannot reverse it. Right, Acha? For example, you are in class 10th. Now, you have passed your class 9th. Now, let me ask you a very fundamental question. Can you go back to February of this year when you were in class 9th? Tell me. Can you reverse the time and can you go back there? Yes or no? Tell me, can you go back into the time and can you sit back again in a class 9th? Right? Time is irreversible. We cannot reverse the time. Similarly, growth is irreversible. We cannot reverse the growth. Are we clear, everyone? Intercellular, inside the cell material which is there, and outside the cell which is the material that we have. Synthesis is something that is, reactions are happening. Something which is getting produced. Okay? Yeah, we are not the superheroes. Yes, absolutely correct. Okay, everyone? Good. So are we clear with the growth part of it? I hope that everyone, are you clear with the growth part? It's a very easy thing. Don't get confused with it. I can see many of you, excuse me. Really sorry, everyone. I can see that many of you are asking about consciousness. We'll discuss that, but give me some time. Yes, very good, very good. Consciousness, give me some time. We will be there, but we will not be discussing now as of now. Okay, and I'll be asking you questions. Very, very valid questions that we have. So, does growth, a very interesting question, does growth stops in every organism after a certain age? Growth stops, right? Maybe the organism's size will not increase, right? After a certain part, right? After a certain time. But of course, in the body, we know that the cell division will be keep on happening, repair will be keep on happening, right? So, growth definitely will stop at some time, right? After a plant, after the germination, after the plant is completely tall, after the age, right? We all know that death it's definitely there for the living organism, right? This is very important thing for all of us to understand also. Everyone, are we clear up to here? Quick thumbs up. Yes, Shivanshu. You can start. Don't worry. You can start. Good. Very good. Okay. Now, everyone, let me ask you a very interesting thing. What is important? One more important characteristic feature of the living organism. Right? What do you think about it? Yes? Okay. Very good, very good. Right, so apart from growth, nutrition, very good. See, nutrition becomes very, very important for all of us, right? When we eat food, we get energy out of that, right? So nutrition again is a very important characteristic feature of the living organism. See, we eat food, right? The food gets digested in the body. Then after that, from the digestive food, we make the energy. So, nutrition becomes a very, very important characteristic feature of the living organism. I'm sure this we don't have to discuss much more further because it's very easy. It's the biochemical or the physiological process by which an organism uses food to support its life. So, for example, we are growing, but for our growth we need nutrition. Agree or not? Tell me everyone. I'm sure you would have seen those ads. Right? I'm sure you would have seen those ads. Drink this, you will have amazing growth. I'm sure your parents will be asking you to drink milk. Arey, you drink this milk, your height will be super high. Right? Parents will be telling you to eat food. Or you know what? If you eat this sabji, your eyes will be super fine. Or you know what? Your brain will develop. So, we always connect the nutrition with the growth. More the nutrition, right? We say that if we are taking the nutrition properly, it will be helping in our growth. Physiological process. What are those? The chemical reactions that are happening inside our body, right? Physiological. Sapna, I'm answering your question. Okay? Shikha, you have to wait for that particular part. Yes. Very good, very good. Everyone, are we clear with this? Yes. Awesome. Absolutely correct. So we can understand that growth and nutrition are really important, and they kind of, we can say that if we have good nutrition, we'll have good growth also. We have seen that if a small baby is not eating properly, they'll become malnutrition, right? We know that they'll have malnutrition. The growth will not be proper. I'm sure in your basically in your 6th, 7th and 8th grades, right, you have studied about these things. Right? In our previous classes, you have studied about all the important components. So, what we understand with the growth and the nutrition is that both of these becomes very important characteristic features of the living organism. Biochemical means the reactions which are involved in the living organism, like the reaction which is happening in the body. Okay? Are we clear, everyone? Are we clear? Quick thumbs up. Come on, come on, come on. See, it's a very easy topic. We'll not be going. I don't want to stretch this session for a very long time. But I hope that all of you are understanding what are we discussing over here. Yes, everyone? Yes. Very good. So we are clear. Biochemical is nothing but the reaction which is happening in the body. And of course, what is physiology? Basically, how the organs or how the parts are functioning, right? That is called as physiology. Right? Everyone, are we clear? Yes. Everyone, are we clear? Biochemical process and physiology. Are we clear with it? Yes. It's not only the eating process, but the functioning of the parts, the different parts or the organs that we have inside our body. How they are functioning, right? That our whole physiology we say. We have different parts of that. Very good. I'm super proud of each one of you over here. Yes, you will get the notes on the Telegram group. Okay, good everyone. So we are done with the nutrition, right? We're done with the nutrition. Many of you are asking, what is germination? If a seed, right? The moment the seed will start germinating means there's a development happening in that and it's becoming a plant. Good. Photosynthesis, we have to wait. We will be learning next week. Okay. So everyone, we are clear with nutrition, right? We are clear with nutrition. Okay. Now let me ask you a very important thing. This is okay, let me ask you this. See over here, what is this? Yes. Yes, nutrition is equal to food. Yeah. Yes, Priyanshu. What is this, everyone? It's a sanitizer bottle, right? It's a sanitizer bottle. Now, do you think that do you think that it can reproduce? It's a non-living organism, right? How many of you agree that this bottle is a non-living thing? Yes, yes, yes. Very good, very good. We know that this is a non-living thing. Why we can say that it's a non-living thing? First, yeah, it does not need any nutrition. It will not have any growth also. You agree, right? It cannot show growth. But what about the reproduction? Now, what is the meaning of reproduction? We know that we will see the formation of new organism, right? Which is very similar to the parent one, right? Very good everyone. So, even if I take this bottle, if I attach to it, or if I do, we can say, oh, you know what? The height of this bottle increased. The growth is there. No, we can say that. That's not the correct growth. So, we can say that non-living organisms will not show the growth, nutrition, right? They don't need the nutrition. And of course, they'll not be showing the reproduction also. Because reproduction is a very important characteristic feature of the living organism. We know that the cells will divide, and of course we know that we will see the formation of the offspring, which will be very similar to the parent, right? Of course, we have asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. Now quickly everyone, for me, can you recall what is asexual reproduction? Yes, what is asexual reproduction? This I'm sure all of you have studied in your class 8th standard. Yes? What is asexual reproduction? Asexual reproduction where there is only involvement of the single parent. Right? Only involvement of a single parent. Yes? There are no gametes. No germ cell basically, if I want to write for our easy understanding. Right? And of course, right, we will see that the offspring, right, the offspring will be identical. Agree, right? It will be identical to the parent. Identical offspring. Absolutely correct. Right? Absolutely correct. Very good. Now, then let's talk about the sexual reproduction. What do you know about sexual reproduction, everyone? We know that in the sexual reproduction, 2 parents are involved. Right? We have 2 parents. Then, of course, we have germ cells. Germ cells are involved. And, of course, we will see the variation. Now, everyone, you tell me. Variation means what? Difference. See, you and me, of course, right, we are the humans, right? And we are different from each other. See, you and me are different, right? Do you think our faces are same? What do you think? Our faces are same? No, right? Our faces are not same with our parents also. We have some mix. Something from the father, something from the mother, something from the grandparents also. So what we understand that in sexual reproduction, we will see variation. We will see a lot of changes happening. Whereas in asexual reproduction, we will not see that changes. Right? Everyone, are we clear? Very good. I can see many of you asking, what is germ cell? Germ cells or the gametes are nothing but the sperm or the ovum, right? Sperm or the ovum. The reproductive cells we call it as germ cell also or gametes also. Okay? Clear? Good. Very good. A very interesting question. What are we made up of? We are made up of so many things. Good. Gametes, right? Germ cell or gametes as we say. Good. Very good. Smiley, I will be taking that question but later part. Think about it. What are we made up of? We are made up of lot of molecules, lot of atoms, lot of things all around, right? Good. Very good, everyone. We'll not be discussing about twins in today's class. We'll not be going over there. But maybe in the future, we will discuss that up. Okay. Interesting. We are made up of stardust. Absolutely correct. If we go back to the Big Bang theory, and of course, as if we believe what we have, yeah, we all have that stardust. Interesting. Okay. So everyone, are we clear with this? Come on. Coming back on topic, as I mentioned, we will be winding up a session really very quickly. So are you clear up to here, everyone? Yes, are we clear up to here? So what are the three things we have discussed, the important characteristic features of the living organism? We have growth, we have the nutrition, and then we have the reproduction. Now, after this, we have something very important, which is very much related to the biochemical reactions. That is a metabolism. See, you and I have various chemical reactions happening. I'm sure you agree. Yes? In this, we have the respiration. Basically, reactions are happening and that will be helping us to make the energy. Right? So, metabolism is nothing but the reactions, that all the chemical reactions that are happening inside our body help us generate energy, generate waste, etc., etc. All of those reactions are called as metabolism. Are we clear, everyone? See, twins ke cases we are not discussing now. Sharang, we are not discussing as of now. We will be discussing in the future classes. Let's just focus over here. Okay? Good. Very good, everyone. So we are clear now, right? We have growth, we have nutrition, we have reproduction, and we have metabolism as a very important characteristic feature. Clear, everyone? Please ask your doubt. This is for class 10th. It's okay. Very good, very good. What is ATP? ATP is adenosine triphosphate. What is the difference between growth and metabolism? See, growth is something where, of course, it's irreversible. There's an increase in size of the organ, of the individual, etc. Metabolism is chemical reaction which is happening continuously. Metabolism means reactions, right? All the chemical reactions that are happening inside our body is called as metabolism. For example, when you eat food, right? Of course, we have a lot of actions happening. It's a breakdown happening, right? And we see after that the energy production. So the chemical reactions that you will be learning in class 10th, right? Of course, if you're learning from the previous class also, all of those reactions which are happening inside a body are called as metabolism. Yes, very good, very good. If I'm not visible clearly, you can just change the setting of your mobile. Difference between metabolism and life process. Oh, interesting question. Shikha, I will ask the same question to you at the end. Give me a minute. We are there. Okay? Now let me ask you one thing, everyone. Yes, so let me answer a few questions over here. I can see many of you are asking, ma'am, we'll get the notes. Yes, you will get the notes on Telegram. Okay, don't worry about the notes. Respiration is definitely an important process. It's absolutely important life process, right? It's super important. It's very, very essential. Yes. Okay, now let me ask you one of the fundamental question, everyone, that is a living organism. Yeah, boards will be there. Madhura, please don't spam. We will have the board. We will have the board examination. Yes, this is the first class of the chapter life process, right? We will be going into the details in the upcoming weeks, but that's the first class for the chapter life process. Okay. So let me ask you a question, everyone. Let me ask you a question. Now, what is the difference between us and let's suppose an animal? Let's consider tiger, right? What is the difference between us and a tiger? Can you quickly tell me in the chat box? Yes, everyone, what is the difference between us and a tiger? I'm sure there are a lot of difference between us and a tiger, but what is the fundamental thing? They are also mammal, right? Of course, we are also there. They also have lungs. They also have 4-chamber heart, right? They also breathe. We also breathe. They also depend upon other for their food. We also depend upon other for their food. Definitely our genus is completely different. We have different types of cells altogether. We are different. And one thing which is there, right? If we talk in terms, let's suppose, let me give you a very interesting example of a sloth. How many of you have seen a sloth and have understood about the sloth? Right? There's an animal which is very, very slow. Sloth. Right? Oh, nice. Tigers don't attend the BYJU'S classes. That's also nice. Very good. I can see the answers now. Yes, me. Now, very good. I got the answer, Krishna. Right? About the thinking process, right? So we have different organisms. Now, all of the organisms, be it the chimpanzees also, right? They have evolved. Now, they can think, right? They can actually think. And we can take our decisions based upon the analysis, right? We respond to few things. We respond differently to other things. So I'm sure all of you have seen birds flying, right? Himanshi, please write your doubt. I will be taking it later. Yes. I'm sure you have definitely seen these birds flying, right? Sometimes they will be flying in a pattern. Sometimes they'll be rotating, right? But the one thing that we have noticed is that there is a effort, right? There's a conscious effort, we would say. They communicate between each other, right? We can see there's a communication. So if we talk in terms of the living organisms also, the high living organisms like us, we have something which the lower living organisms don't have, is the consciousness. See, if I give you two options, right? Whether you want to start with photosynthesis or whether you want to start with digestion. Can you quickly tell me which one you will pick? Yes? Right, everyone? I'm sure you will be able to pick. Yes, very good. I can see photosynthesis, digestion. It's an introduction session. Very good, very good. And those of you who are saying I'm not answering your doubt, please write your doubt, right? And when I am discussing doubts, please ask your doubts at that particular time. Very good. So see, we can take a conscious decision that what you want to study. So that something, consciousness is something which gives the living organism the highest power, and that actually defines or becomes the most important characteristic feature of a living organism. See, amoeba is also living. Amoeba is doing all the processes. We can see digestion, we can see respiration, we can see circulation, we can see excretion also, right? But amoeba ka consciousness, and if you talk about the consciousness of humans, is definitely different, right? We have evolved. We can make decisions. We are inventing things, right? So consciousness becomes a very, very important power tool with the living organisms, right? So all the living organisms have inherited the ability to sense the surrounding or environment and respond to their environment. See, amoeba will also respond. Pseudopodia formation will occur. But the way you and I will respond to light or to sound is different. So the consciousness that we have is definitely evolved. So it becomes a very, very important characteristic feature of the living organism. Are we clear, everyone? Are we clear? Are we clear? See, we will not be going into how birds communicate with themselves. Of course, there are a lot of theories, lot of research which has happened. We will be taking that topic individually, but not maybe in today's class. Good, right? Okay. So what we can now, with a conclusion, right? With a conclusion, what we can conclude? So we can say that living organism, what is living? So what is living? Anything which shows the fundamental characteristic features of life, growth, reproduction, metabolism, cellular organization, and consciousness, right? All of these is nothing but the characteristic features of the living organism, and we can call them as living. Are we clear, everyone? Are we clear? Now I'll be taking some doubts, so please ask your doubts. So here we have the important characteristic features. Yes, very good, very good. There's one student who's asking about Shivanshu, please don't spam. Yes, you can start in the month of May also. You will get the notes on the Telegram. Anabolism and catabolism are two different types of reaction. In one, of course, you will see the products are forming, and the one you will see the products are getting actually broken down. We will discuss that. Give me a minute. Metabolism means nothing but the chemical reactions that are happening inside your body. Okay, very good. Metabolism is a fundamental process. Absolutely correct. Biocatalysts are the one that will be helping in reactions. We call them as enzymes also. Metabolism and nutrition. Metabolism is nothing but the chemical reaction. Nutrition, the food that we take. And nutrition becomes super important. Yes, very good. Very good. I have answered your question, Saru. Arey, pages skip mat jao, Ishant. It's up to you how many pages you want to make. It's up to you. Very interesting question. Now everyone, can you differentiate between breathing and respiration? It's a class 7th question. What is the difference between breathing and respiration? I can see that all of you are now spamming in the chat, everyone. Just understand this. There's so many of you are here in class, right? And it's a first session. The agenda of today's class is just to understand what is living, right? Just to understand what is living, okay? We have the understanding what is living. Organism, right? Any organism which shows the fundamental characteristics, right? Shows growth, shows metabolism, have nutrition, respiration, have consciousness, have reproduction. All of these are, if we have a living organism, we call it as living, right? Now, I can see many of you have doubts that will be dealing in the other parts. Maybe in the future, like definition of excretion, what is photosynthesis. So again, we would be covering all of these in the upcoming classes, everyone. But if you want to move ahead, there are videos already on the channel. You can go and watch those. Okay? Good. Very good. Yes. Yes, everyone, are we clear? Okay. Interesting question. What is the relation between a metabolism and a nutrition? So see, nutrition is something that you're eating, right? You are consuming the food from outside and you are taking the food. But the food has to be broken down, right? So of course for that you need chemical reactions. Okay, you need chemical reactions, and of course then only we will able to get the energy out of it. So there's a huge connection between the nutrition and the metabolism. How? This is very okay. Priyanshu, you're spamming a lot, bache. How does consciousness begin in the cells? So cells, of course, if we go back in the time, right? So the small single cell makes a decision based upon the surrounding, which are they are in, and what are the needs of the cell body. So it's a very beautiful thing to understand that that's how the living organism actually, function. They have an understanding what is in need, and then they respond to it. So Priyanshu, I think I have answered your question. Heterotopic nutrition, bache, we will discuss it in the later part, but just for your short may, it's the organisms, basically a type of nutrition mode where the organism depends upon other for their food, like us. We are heterotropic, we have the heterotropic mode of nutrition. Very good, very good. Now you're asking random questions. जी के चल रहा है अब. Yes, what are metabolic reactions? For example, let me ask you. See, we have this big molecule, right? And this big molecules break down to small molecules. This is what? It's a reaction, okay? In chemistry, I'm sure you would have studied displacement reaction, all of different types of reactions, right? Now, if these small molecules will form this big molecule, what is it? It's a reaction. So both of these are reactions only, right? And when all of these reactions are happening inside the body, and we call them as metabolic reactions. Clear? It's okay, Shivanshu. Yes, very good, very good. Awesome. Everyone, are we clear with this? Quick thumbs up. See, after this, you should not repeat. Ma'am, what is metabolism? सबको clear हुआ what is metabolism? जो body के अंदर reactions हो रहे हैं, right? Food का breakdown हो रहा है, energy बन रही है, so many reactions are happening inside a body. All of those reactions are called as metabolism, right? Reactions की पूरी category है हमारे पास body में जो हो रही है, जिससे हमारी body function कर पाती है, we call it as the metabolism. Very good everyone. Manifesting, ma'am, metabolism is equal to respiration. It's a part. Respiration is a part of it, right? It's an important life process. Metabolism in respiration also we have chemical reactions. We'll not call it as equal. Bache. Okay? Very good, everyone. So, if I have to ask you, right? Are you clear with this? Tell me, everyone, are we clear with this? Right? Very good. So we are clear with the characteristics of the living organism. Yes or no? Thumbs up, everyone. Please make sure to give me a quick thumbs up over here. Yes. Now I can see you're asking about the questions like, ma'am, what is the relationship between the respiration and breathing? Or relationship between the metabolism and respiration, etc. So you understand that metabolism, I just said it again, right? It's a chemical reaction which are happening. if you want me to go back on this and see over here, everyone. I don't know why you're getting confused with the small, easy concept that all reactions, all the chemical reactions which are happening inside a body, right, which actually help us to maintain our body, right, keep us alive, we call it as a metabolism. Are we clear? Yes? Are we clear, everyone? Yes, everyone, tell me, are we clear with it? Good. Right? So, the question arises that many of you are already asking, ma'am, can we say that life process and the, life process and metabolism are same? So, if I talk about life processes, right? Now, what are life processes? We know what is living. Yes or no? Himanshi, instead of writing doubt, please write what is a doubt you have. Consciousness meaning, Sakshi, something that you have aware about. Yes. Okay, Shravani, you are asking what are the criteria do we use to decide whether something is alive or not? We have already discussed, bache, the 5 important characteristic features, right? Growth, metabolism, nutrition, reproduction, and consciousness. Okay? Very warm welcome to the new students who are here in class. Please make sure you subscribe to the channel. Plants do have consciousness. Yes, they do have. Right? I'm sure you would have seen touch me not plants. See, consciousness in terms of how we respond to our environment, right? Of course, in us, in humans, we have nerve cells, right? In plants, of course, there are certain set of hormones that plays them a very important role in telling them about the environment. Okay, how many of you have seen sunflower moving, right? I'm sure you would have seen sunflower moving towards the sun. Yes or no? Yes or no? Examples of metabolism, reaction which are happening in your body. Very good, very good. Yes, I'm sure you would have seen, right? So, you're asking, ma'am, in which age the growth will stop? Depends upon different organism, bache. Depends on different living organisms, I would say. Okay. Mukesh, we'll discuss that question. Yes. Okay. You're asking the examples of the metabolism reaction that we have. Breakdown of proteins, right, amino acid, carbohydrates ka breakdown. All of these are the metabolism reactions ka example. Okay, very good. Anjali, again, in humans also it varies, right? The growth, if you're talking about the height, it stops at the puberty or after some time of the puberty, right? Very good, very good. Thank you everyone. Thank you for helping your friends. Very good. So are we clear up to here, everyone? Let me ask you. See, are we clear with the important characteristic features of the living organism? Yes or no in a simple question. Please just focus on this thing only. Are you clear with the concept of the characteristic features of the living organism? Quick thumbs up everyone in the chat. I will tell you the summary. I will revise what we have studied, but quick thumbs up. Clear, clear, clear. Very good. Yes. Okay. Good. So now let me just quickly recall. Right? Now everyone focus. Focus everyone. I'm recalling. Whatever we have studied, I'm just recalling. So we started with the understanding of the living organism, and we know that living organisms are the one that will be able to show the growth, will be able to show the reproduction, will be able to show the consciousness towards the environment, will be able to perform nutrition, will be able to take the nutrition, breakdown of it, reactions are happening, right? And breathing is also happening. So if we talk in terms of the metabolism and the life process, right, or the life process itself, right, we know that there are certain set of reactions that are happening inside the body that will be keeping you and me alive. Are you agree with that? Yes? So metabolism is a very important process. So respiration, digestion. All of these includes reactions. Of course, metabolism is happening over there. And all of these will contribute in keeping you and me alive. So we can say that life process are nothing but all the activities that an organism performs to survive in the environment, which includes four main things: digestion, respiration, circulation, and the excretion. Yes, are we clear, everyone? Nisha is asking me what will happen if metabolism is not there. The individual, the living organism will not survive, they will die. Yes? Are we clear, everyone? Yes. Okay. So, everyone, we know what is living, right? All of you agree that we know what is living. We know that living organisms will be able to respond, right? To they are conscious, they have consciousness, they have growth, they have reproduction, right? They have metabolism reactions, they have metabolism happening inside the body. So all of these are there. But what is life processes? Life processes are something or a process which is happening inside the body that keeping us, you and me, alive, right? So we have digestion, we have respiration, circulation, and the excretion. Clear, everyone? What is stimuli? Stimuli is something that will be, it's an external stimuli. For example, light is it's a stimuli that will be, it's an external thing and we will react to it. So as if you have to understand a stimuli, you can say that a stimuli is something that will be able to help in generating the reaction. Okay? Light is a stimuli. Sound is a stimuli. Okay? Enzymes are nothing but of course the enzymes are, we usually call them as a biocatalyst. Also, they are the ones that actually help in increasing the speed of the reactions. Okay, very good, very good. Ma'am, why are we not evolving now? Do you think that we are not evolving now? It's a very deep question. I would say that we are still evolving now. It's not that our evolution have stopped. You will still see evolution happening, right? But now we'll not be able to notice it. So let me give you an example. Now that I'm sure your parents and your grandparents will tell you, you know what? Oh, you don't have that energy. जब हम हमारी age में थे, तो हम ये कर लेते थे, right? We used to have a lot of energy. We used to climb stairs. From your grandparents to parents, you can see a lot of difference. From your parents to yourself, you can see a lot of difference. Yes or no? Yes? I'm sure it is there, right? Your grandparents will tell you, अरे तुम सिर्फ 2 रोटी खा रहे हो, तुम्हारी एज में तो हम 4 रोटी खाते थे. Now what we will tell, oh, you know what, Dadu, what Dadi, my stomach is full, I can't eat more. I don't have the capacity, we will say. So that's how the difference is there. See, it's a small thing. It's a very small thing. We'll not be able to notice it, but that's how we are looking at the changes, right? See, the hair growth is one of the factors. I'm sure we have seen now, not everyone have big hair, right? Especially in males, you see the growth of the hairs individually. If you see, right, majority people are actually suffering from the hair fall, right? We know that we don't have the use of these hair. You agree, right? See, back when we have the chimpanzees and other things, they used to give us a protection, right? Warmth. But for us and humans, it's just the beautification, I would say. So eventually we will see the, the reduced amount of the hairs also. One common thing, everyone, height. You remember? Your grandparents are really, they will have a good height. But if you see people nowadays, right, the height of an individual it's not that huge. Initially, the people's height was about 6. It's a very common thing. But now, very rarely we see people at 6 feet and we'll be like, oh, lamba hai, kafi lamba hai, or kafi lambi hai, right? We don't have that much amount of the height also now. Yes? Good, very good. Talking about the notes, you will get the notes on the Telegram. Yes, you will get the notes on the Telegram. Don't worry about it. I'm missing out a comment, but I can just see your smiley. Yes, अरे remember you Zarina, बिल्कुल. Anant, क्या कर रहे हो? This topic is out of the discussion from this particular class, right? Ma'am, how old is our atoms which is inside us? Now you only tell the answer. These are like riddles. Good, very good. What is the difference between circulation and respiration? So respiration is nothing but, of course, where we'll see the breakdown of food and release of the energy, generation of the energy. Circulation is something where we are circulating the nutrient in our body. Okay? Define life. Life. We have the definition of living, I would say. Okay? The living organism have fundamental characteristic features. They'll be able to reproduce, have consciousness, right? They will be able to, they will have metabolism reactions happening inside their body. Good. I can see many of you will still have confusion with consciousness. Achha, consciousness is what? Okay. Let me just ask you this. Okay, this is the green color ball. And over here, I have a blue color ball. A or B? Which one you will pick? Yes. Yeah, we are understanding. Yes, Lakshya. We are understanding this. But what is consciousness? Let's understand. Which one you will pick? Green ball or blue ball? Think about it. I can see A, B, A, B. See, it's something that you will be taking the decision, right? Based upon your liking. Maybe you like the blue color more. Maybe you like the green color more. Maybe you like the big ball over here, right? So you are thinking. You are thinking, you are using the cross connection, you are connecting lot of things, right? And then you are taking a decision. Your eyes are working, you're listening to me, lot of things are happening. Your nerve cells are working, and then you are able to type the answer A or B. Lakshya, I hope that it's clear. So this effort, the power that you have now to make a decision, right? And something that you're aware about what is happening around you, and then you take a decision based upon that is the consciousness, we would say. And that is our biggest tool as a humans we have. See, we can think about it. We have any problem, we'll think about the solution. We go out, we have the technology development, we study, we find some tricks, mnemonics, etc., etc. Clear? So it's how you respond. Clear? Clear, 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 everyone? Good. Everyone, are we clear with this? Thumbs up, everyone. Ability to make the decision. Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. So everyone, are we clear with this? Awesome. Apart from this, when we talk about, right, we don't see the living organisms, living process in just the animals, we see in the plants also. So in the chapter life process, we will be discussing about plants also and about the animals also. Okay. So, life process, we have 4 important processes. That's something that keeps us alive. Okay? We have respiration, digestion, circulation and excretion. Clear? Clear, everyone? Clear, clear? Yes, are we clear? So, in this particular chapter of life process, we will be discussing this. Good. Okay. So, let's quickly recap, everyone, what we have studied. So what we have studied in today's class, we just started with the very first session. We started with the meaning of living. What is living? We know that a living organism have 5 important characteristic features, right? 5, or I would say 4. Let's just understand that. They will be able to reproduce, they will be able to grow, they will be able to have the metabolic reactions, right? And of course, they will be able to take the decisions by themselves. All of these things, right, we call it as an individual as a living organism if they can do all of this. Now, life processes are something that actually help us to keep you and me alive, right? You and me alive. So we have a lot of reactions happening in our body, right? And because of that only we are living. If those reactions are not happening, what will happen? Think about it, everyone. What will happen? What will happen? Think about it. For example, if I'm not performing respiration. What do you think? What will happen if I stop performing respiration? If I close my nose, if I don't take oxygen, do you think I'll be able to survive? We'll die, right? So, the processes that keeps us alive, we call them as life processes. There are 4 life processes, everyone. Nutrition, respiration, circulation and excretion. Okay? We have this in animals as well as in plants also. So there was a very quick recap of what we have studied in today's class, right? In the next week, you will be learning more about the different topics you have in this interesting and super important chapter. One thing, everyone, from the beginning itself, start focusing. Do not leave any topic from this particular chapter because all the topics are important. Okay? All the topics are important, so please make sure you remember that. Thank you, Carbon, for the interesting mnemonics. Very good, very good. Emulsification, bache, you have to wait. We will be discussing in the upcoming classes. Hello everyone. Yes. So everyone, I hope that you've enjoyed the class, right? And please make sure you hit the like button. Everyone, please make sure you hit the like button. You're asking the timetable, मैं बताती हूँ अभी timetable. Let's have, come on, we just have 153 likes. So all likes बढ़ने चाहिए. Everyone, please make sure you hit the like button. Next week, we will be starting with the life process का second topic, right? I will be ending the session, but let me ask you a question, right? The question is, homework question, everyone. Do reproduction is a life process? What do you think? Please, I will be waiting for your answer. Please write the answer in the comment section below, right? And I'll be waiting for your answer. Explain. Yes or no se kaam nahi chalega. See, now you're in class 10th. Start, get used to writing subjective answers, right? Thoda sa explanation. You have all the knowledge now, so I want you to put your answer in a words and write in the comment section that do reproduction is a life process. Okay? I want you to write this, okay, in the comment section below. So that will be the homework question, everyone. With this, everyone, I'll say bye-bye. As we all say, we have got you covered, and please make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Yes, I can see many of you saying, ma'am, it was an amazing session. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I can see many of you are still asking some doubts. So just in case if I missed your doubt, it's a humble request from my side. It will be great if you write the doubt in the comment section below. I will be replying to your doubt. Okay? Right? And many of you are asking about the schedule. So the schedule will be able to give you next week. Right? Don't worry about it. So we will have the notification prior. So if you subscribe to the channel, you will be able to get the notification also. So everyone, are we clear with this? Yes, ma'am, दिख रहे हैं यहाँ पे, yes. So everyone, are we clear? I hope that you've enjoyed the session, everyone. Quick thumbs up. Now, if I have to ask you on a scale of, let's say 5, or basically, let me ask you something very important. How confident are you? How confident are you on this particular topic, everyone? 1, no. 2, almost there, right? And 3, एकदम पक्का है, right? What do you think? Yes, everyone. What is the status? 1, 2, 3. जिनका 1 है, जिनका 2 है, humble request, watch this session again. Please read the textbook. Okay? Please read the textbook again, everyone. It's for जिनका 3 है वो भी. So now what you should practice throughout this year is that once you come into class, actually read and come. If you don't have the time to read before the class, after the class today itself, before you go to bed, just for 15 minutes. Just for 15 minutes, take up your book, read. Only 2 pages are there in the beginning, right? So just go through those 2 pages and understand what we have studied in today's class. Pinky promise, everyone. Pinky promise hai. Yes. Pinky promise, everyone, that you will be reading. Okay? Please do read the textbook. Please have a habit of reading the textbook. That will be helping you. Awesome. Promise, right? Pinky promise. So Priyanshu, you're spamming a lot and you're asking ke, ma'am, cells कैसे atoms कैसे combine होके cells बने? So Priyanshu, उस पे बहुत discussion हो सकता है. We can go into the detail. But I'm really sorry, this is not the class we'll be able to discuss. In the future, we will definitely do that. See, we have atoms. We saw the formation of molecules, right? Molecules came together. We saw eventually the formation, right, of the cells. If you look at the cells, I have so many molecules and atoms. So that part is very long. We'll not be able to discuss in this session, okay? We will be discussing in the future for sure, but not today. Good, everyone. Yes, this is the first session of the chapter life process. So everyone, I hope that you've enjoyed. I will end the class now because you have one more class with lots of love, everyone. Welcome to 9th and 10th channel of BYJU'S. We always tell everyone we have got you covered. Please make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. We will be waiting for you. We will make sure that you have the best quality education here and you will be rocking in your examination. Okay? Biology में we have the same chapters. Evolution part को हटा दिया, जो पहले भी नहीं था but हटा दिया, book से भी हटा दिया. Okay? Okay, everyone. So whatever doubts are there, I'm really sorry I could not take over here. Time is up. Please write it out in the comment section below. I will reply. Okay? With that note, everyone, bye-bye. Lots of love to each one of you. Hearts. Keep yourself safe and keep on learning with BYJU'S. Bye-bye, everyone.